Oh, what? You start recording? Gee, I didn't mean to start recording. I guess okay. So here we go. You know, so in this corner, grump, I'm a grump. In the other corner, I'm a grump. It's getting grump's versa. I can't talk loud. It's too late at night for that. So, it's been way too long since I've done a vlog. Half the time, I forget that this channel even exists. Like, seriously, I get so caught up. It's not even funny, actually. But there's the closest thing to a reason I have for why I haven't put a video up, even though I've got videos on my computer that I could be putting on here. Like, say, the packages video, the Mega Man X3 commentary reading the subtitles video, or Vlogish Part 5, in which I put stuff into Google and see how it finishes what I want to search. There's that one too, so those videos are sitting on my desktop taking up room and I'm not doing anything about it, but so I gotta do something, I guess. But anyway, tomorrow I'm going to Atlanta. And I know that seems kind of sudden for me to just come out and say that like that, but I haven't said it yet on Nintendo Capri Sun because I haven't gotten to the parts where I do say it. Which I think is like part 21 or 22 or something, but anyway, it's tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm taking off at 4-something p.m. Getting there at like 7:30. I was like it was just the first flight I saw. I probably should have picked one that was earlier, but then again, knowing my sleep pattern, I would be lucky not to oversleep the flight. Even though I've never really had a problem with that before, because I always set my alarm, and holy cow, I'm talking so fast, and I need some Coke to calm me down. Who in the world uses caffeine to calm down? Hell if I know. Alright, 3 guesses what I had for breakfast this morning. 1. Nope, that's wrong. 2. That's wrong. You know what? I don't even know what you're guessing, so you could be right for all I know. Cocoa Puffs. Yay. Anyway, and why don't ISPs charge by info? I already talked about that. Why is it still on my? Oh, it's coming off, man. Dang it! The ink is all stupid. It's been on there for too long. You see my Hanawa is still here after all this time. It's still here. And there's Luigi chord sequence. Reminder of which game is my LP file. So yeah, Star Wars. Seattle pins. This dry erase board keeps falling off my fridge. I don't know what's causing it to happen. And maybe the stickers are just getting weak, so every now and then I come up here and I just push it in. Because one time I did it while I was sleeping. The other time I did it while I was gone to, I guess it was E3, because it got up to like 90 degrees in here, and I came home to an 89-degree apartment. That was no fun. But anyway. I gotta do something about that. That's driving me crazy. So yeah, I don't want to say just why I'm going to Atlanta, but because I don't know. I've already said it in the Donkey Kong videos though, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. But look at that. That shit's still not coming off. I'm gonna get my glass cleaner here in a minute. Jeez. It does kind of look pretty though. And you said this was pretty here. Ugh. Dang it, stop it. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to record with the Runaway Guys. We have a 4th player, actually, but that's all I'm saying. So 4 of us will be together, and I can't wait. I can't wait again. I really can't wait this time, because the 4th player is a very dear friend of mine. And that's all I'm saying. It doesn't mean that it's Lucagen or anything, but hey, it could be. You know, possibilities are endless. But, so yeah, so we're recording a 4-player co-op. I'm really excited for the first episode of that to go up. I don't know how much of our recordings actually turned out, because last time when we recorded it in Seattle, good lord, Tim, you just 10 seconds without talking? Seriously? The recording failed. Something about it, I don't know, it just froze. Kind of like I thought my capture card did that time, but anyway. This is my aluminum foil. Great value aluminum foil. I mean, my philosophy is, why spend the extra money for Reynolds wrap? You know, what does it really matter what brand aluminum foil you use? I mean, what? Well, just because it's cheaper, that means it has uranium in it or something? That'll give you a urinary infection if you eat it? I mean, I don't think so. It's the same thing with other things, like laundry detergent. And soap. Well, soap, actually, I kind of like to still go with the name brands on that. I don't really like to wash my body with a general soap. Like I use, right now I'm using Irish Spring. And, it's been good to me, so keep using it. You know what that is. Jeez, why do I still do that? I've been doing it all my life, though. What else? team. Yeah, so I'm going to be there for a week. And I may record some stuff, but I don't want to get too overzealous. Like, I don't like, I don't like to take my camera into somebody else's house and start going, oh, filming around, let's show everybody everything, It's like I'm trying to show off, hey, look at me, I'm connected to the great. I don't know, I wouldn't want to go into somebody's house and, like, take a picture of their toilet and go spreading that all over the place, There's just certain things, certain levels of privacy that, I don't know. But, anyway. So, you just gotta be careful. It's like, I want to be careful. I did bring it to Super Genius's place. I didn't record much. I did record some, but even the stuff that I recorded there, I kind of felt bad. I'm like, I don't know. This is personal space, and you're just showing it to everybody. It kind of feels, wrong. And it's the same with Proton John, they didn't seem to mind either of them, but at the same time, I still feel bad, because this feels wrong. I don't know. Whatever. I got that music from Donkey Kong 64, Love and Marriage. Got that stuck in my head. This other thing on my dry erase board is Warped, Nirvana Throw Guitars, and Breakaway ? Those were basically 3 things that I was going to say in a video. And Breakaway turned out to not even be true. Somebody said that in the video to Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, she got all violent in it. But I tried watching the video and it didn't happen, so I was a little disappointed because I thought that would be like an example to prove my point. Because when I make the Tonic Liar video, some people say it was like immature and stuff. But it's like, that's what I grew up watching. If you watch the video to Warped by Red Hot Chili Peppers, watch the way he jumps around in that video and swings his hair around. It's like, that's what Willow got her idea from. She stole it from Warped by Red Hot Chili Peppers. But I think that video is hilarious. Because that's free will right there. That's what that is. I don't care if it is immature. It's free will. It's doing something despite people telling you can't do it. Like when you're kids and you do something you're not supposed to be doing. It's funny. You laugh at it. It just kind of feels the same way. And like Nirvana, at their concerts, and they throw the guitars up in the air or smash them on the stage. And that's what people did in the 90s, and I grew up on that, so that's where I got the violence from. It's not like I was, making a video like I was really pissed off or something. Actually, I was, and I won't say what that was about, but, just letting off some steam, and I thought, well, might as well have a video of it if I'm going to trash the place. So at least that way when I clean it back up and I can have, like, something that, very few people get to see. I had to turn on my AC today for the first time in, like, 3 weeks. Maybe 2. It got up to 75.9, which lately, that's actually been comfortable. I've been going through this stage lately. I'm having a really tough time adapting to the cold weather. I don't know why, but it's just this year, and it's not even really that cold yet. It's like in the 40s, maybe the 30s at night. And like, I go out there and I'm like literally shivering, and I can barely even do what I'm doing. And I was like, oh shit. What would that be? Let's see. Did you see the newest, what? Epic rap battles of history? Are you kidding? No, yeah. I saw the presidential debate. That's what I did because I live in the real world. Oh my god, no. He's gonna kill me when he sees this. No, I've definitely seen it. I do subscribe to it. Yeah, I can adapt to the cold for some reason. And I've been going through this stage for the last like 2.5 weeks now. I don't know if it's a fever or what. But anything, like normally I like to keep it around 70 degrees in here, maybe even 68. And all summer I liked it like that. If I could get it down that low, I was happy, and it was a miracle. But anytime it got up to like 73 or 74, I started to get uncomfortable because it was getting too warm. And 75 was like the breaking, well actually 80 was the breaking point, but 75 was the point where it's like, okay, we need to do something before it does get to 80. And suddenly a couple of weeks ago, or like 2.5 weeks ago, all of a sudden, I guess like I got some kind of flu or something, and now like it has to be above 75 for me to be comfortable. Anything under that and I start getting cold. And I don't know why that is, because that's like 5-6 degrees difference in what feels comfortable to me, and I was like literally shivering when it got anywhere down to 72, 73. And and a few days ago, I guess like about a week ago maybe, it went away. And a few days later it came back, and now I think it's starting to go away again, because today, like I said, it got 75.9, it felt too hot, so I turned on the AC, and now it's down to like 73, and I'm fine. But still, for me to put in another one of those chicken sandwiches. Okay, I gotta tell you something, Walmart, I know people don't like Walmart for many reasons, but their brand of chicken sandwiches, Southern style chicken, these are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. These are so freaking good. I'm telling you. Yeah, you sit the chicken patty in the convection oven or whatever. You cook it for about 30 minutes, and then you stick the buns in, cook them for about an additional five, along with the meat still in there. Take them out, slather it with mayonnaise, or just put a little bit if you're like me and you're trying to watch your weight. Speaking of weight, and it's really good though, it's really good. Weight. My 1 year anniversary passed. The 1 year anniversary of my working out. I did mention this in the Donkey Kong 64 video, but you're not going to see that video for like a week. So I guess I can address it here since this video will probably go up tonight, which is October... What is today? Oh my god. How do I not know what day it is? That's like ridiculous. It's October 16th. So, what is it? I wanted to go to the gym actually on the 1 year anniversary, which was October 14th, because 1 year ago, on October 14th, I started working out, as you know. And I weighed in at 275 then. My last weigh-in, which was about 3 weeks ago, I was 188. So I've lost 87 pounds in the last year. Now, I was going to go this year on the anniversary to commemorate it and see what I weighed that night. And I never did it because I've been, you know, like I said, I've been feeling so weird and sick and feverish. I've still been trying to go, but it's been really hard. And what else? Preparing, you know, for this Atlanta trip, preparing physically, preparing emotionally. Well, let's just say I haven't felt up to it these last few nights, and I'm sorry about that, because I really did want to go. Because probably that day, you know, when that day came and went, people probably looked at this channel like, oh, he didn't do anything, he must not care about it anymore, and you probably have every reason to think that. Don't worry, I still care, and we're still going to do this thing, but, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Maybe I should just make this like a really long vlog. Here's another way in which the working out has made my life better, I think. This bag of Cheetos here is like a month old, and look at how much was left in there. It's like, that's 2/3, 3/4 of the bag still in there. And I just have had no desire to eat it. Normally I'd buy a bag like that and it would be gone in 2 days. And this one's a fourth of it has lasted me a month. I don't even want to eat them anymore because now they're probably spoiled. I'm sure they're probably not, but still. I just have no desire to eat them. I don't know what it is. So I'm guessing... The thing is, I'd love to say that it was because of my working out and my better eating habits that caused that to happen. But the problem is that yesterday, I went and bought this and this. And I've had no shortage of a desire to eat this. So maybe it's just the Cheetos. Maybe it's just that I'm tired of Cheetos, but that I'm not actually tired of junk food. I was kind of hoping that I was tired of junk food, but maybe that's not the case. I don't know yet. We'll see how fast. Well, the thing is, I want to go through those fast because I just bought them 1 day ago, you know, and half the bag is gone, which is bad. I know it's really bad. But the thing is, I bought them yesterday without even thinking about the fact that I was going to be going to Atlanta tomorrow. You know, and I don't want to leave that sitting in this house for a week, so I'm like, oh, I got to eat it in 2 days. So I'm kind of like sort of using the 2-day thing since I'm going to be gone tomorrow as an excuse to eat more than I normally would of them. And that sucks, but you know, that's going to put an extra pound on your next weight session is what it's going to do. But what you going to do, really? I also got something here. You know, when Apollo lived here, he ate a lot of these. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks pretty good. It's got a combination fried rice. So I'm going to try that out. Still have some blueberry pomegranate juice to make. I'll tell you what I'm drinking a lot of lately, though, is orange juice. I can't get enough of this stuff. This stuff is so good. This Minute Maid Pure Squeeze, like 50 calories. It doesn't taste any different. I don't see why, you know, I mean, orange juice, you know, it tastes the same no matter how many calories are in it, really. I mean, you can put 0 calories and it'll probably still be good. But I don't know, I've been drinking that like literally every morning. It started about 2 weeks ago. You think I would have started that back at the start when I started working out. But to be honest, I mean, as much as I might, you know, as much weight as I've lost, I have to admit that very little of it has actually had anything to do with changing my eating habits. I have improved, but just not as much as maybe I've led people to believe, which I kind of feel bad about. But 2 weeks ago, I started making a morning routine of orange juice, drinking a glass of it every morning, along with water and, you know, cereal or whatever I eat, eggs. I get some of those breakfast bowls. I know those aren't really that good, but, you know, it's health-wise. But yeah, and ever since I started drinking the orange juice now, it feels a lot better when I do a certain thing. And I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah. Anyway, enough about that. We will just move on. Also have a couple of apple juice trays here. Apple sauce, actually. These are good for like snack replacements, better than those Little Debbie's. I'll tell you that. So I've been eating a lot of those lately. Just trying to get it better because, you know, I'm almost 40 years old here, and that fact lingers over my head almost every day I think about it. And you'd be surprised how often you think about it the older you get. Like, I think about it all the time. It's ridiculous how much I think about it. I shouldn't think about it so much. Because, you know, someday I'm going to be 50 and I'm going to be thinking, you know, I should have enjoyed myself back when I was 30. I shouldn't have worried about it so much. And yet here we are, you know, and every single day I think, you know, what if I have a heart attack in my sleep? Or, you know, how do people die? You know, when does it happen? How's anybody ever going to find out when I do? I still want to clean off this blue from my board. It's still bothering me because I'm standing right next to it. Standing at the edge of the earth, as Blessed Union of Souls used to say. Shit, it's no better. It's just, it still sucks. It's still messy. Anyway, hey, don't you hate when you're holding a wet napkin and like one drop of water goes down your wrist like that? Oh, it tickles and it's just fuck. Anyway, just whatever. I guess I can show you something else interesting. Took my pictures off the wall. Yeah, not even kidding, I did it. Took these ones down too. And you know the worst part is, look at these walls. I mean, look how dirty these walls got just from me smoking in here for 4 years. And that's ridiculous. Because if my walls, I mean, part of that is because the ACs that I've had in there have dripped down or something, or maybe condensation. I don't know. And it's just hard to believe when I look at that, because like you can literally see where every single photograph was. You can see the shape of the photographs. It's nasty. Like, I'm gonna have to paint this place before I move out. If I move out. Why can't I decide on that? You know, it's like part of me wants to, but dang it, my family's here. You know, and as long as this whole, you know, LPing thing holds up, if it does, you know, as long as the government doesn't come along and decide that it's a copyright infringement or something one day. And that's another thing that hangs over my head that I think about every single day. Every single day I'm thankful that it hasn't happened yet, because I thought it was going to happen 6 different times. When SOPA, when, you know, that other thing, that ASCTA, that ACTA, the CISPA, that one. You know, there was like 5 different things that they came out with, and it's just never happened yet. But, I mean, they've been trying to, and it's only a matter of time. I just don't get it. Like, you know, you can't stop things like that from happening. When a movie comes out in the theaters, you know, you can't go and arrest people for talking to their friends about what happened in the movie and spoiling it for them. You know, you can't do it. You just, there's some things you just can't do anything about. And once they figure that out, maybe we'll be good. But, I mean, hell, that's half of the reason that, like, you know, oh, here's another confession. I've never voted before, but I'm thinking about it this year, like, seriously. And as bad as this is going to sound, because I don't know if you're watching this, Mom, I know you support Romney, but I got to tell you, I might have to vote for Obama. I'm not saying that he's great or anything, because they're both kind of, you know, iffy, but I got more fear of losing my job. Like, Obama, you know, because I know based on Obama's, I mean, because when SOPA came along, there was a lot of stuff going around how if it did get passed, Obama would veto it, so I could keep my job, or my, if you can even call this a job. See, I'm more likely to lose my job if Romney gets voted, because he's going to take us all the way back to the 1950s, to these draconian, like, I don't even know. I don't know that much about it. Like, I can't prove any of this, and I've only watched a few debates, so I don't know that much. And when I watch the debates, it's weird, because it's like they're accusing each other of the same exact thing. Like, Obama comes up and says, I want to support the middle class. That's what I want to do. And then Romney comes up and says, I want to support the middle class. That's what I'm going to do. And it's like they're both saying the same thing. It's like, what? I don't know. You know, people talk about, like, it's your right to this, it's your right to believe that, or whatever. And to some extent, yeah, people do have rights, as long as, you know, it's not interfering with someone else's life, you're not affecting someone else negatively. But for the most part, I mean, even George Carlin said, you know, your rights are imaginary. It's like, who gave you the right to this? Who gave you the right? They say, well, it's God-given rights. But then, you know, you look at the Bill of Rights, we started with 10, and now there's 27, so, you know, did God come down and change his mind or something and say, oh, wait, no, you don't have 10 rights now, you have 11. And then another time, he came down again and said, nope, there's this one too, we got to give him this one. You know, God didn't do that. You know, it's like, he decided a certain number of rights that we had, according to these people. But then it's like, well, then why do they change so much? You know, who's deciding that? That doesn't sound like divine planning. Sounds like human planning. In other words, business as usual at the White House. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying there isn't a God. Lord knows I've defended him. You know, the possibility of the existence of him in videos before. But I'm not going to defend people who use him as an excuse to hate someone because they're black or because they're gay or whatever else it is. You know, the whole slavery thing. Yeah. Yeah, and apparently God was doing sloppy work that day because he missed a few things on the Bill of Rights, like slavery. Just slipped his mind. No, no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing George Carlin. I love the guy because I still believe that there is good in the world and that we can channel that from somewhere. You know, whether it's inside of us or what, I don't know where it comes from. And if it's inside of us, great. If it's out there, great. We're channeling something, though. Some kind of influence that's telling us to do the right thing. And I don't know what the source of that is, if it's physical, if it's spiritual, if it's all just a bunch of fucking chemicals doing their thing. It's just a fucking math problem for some people. And that's what it'll always be, I guess, but this vlog's gone on for way too long. I need to stop. Dude, anyway. But I guess you deserve a nice long vlog after me not posting any videos for what? 2.5, I don't know how many videos, I don't even know how long it's been since my last video. I still haven't looked at that other tape I got from Mom. I need to get on that, I guess. It's got like Grandma's 40th anniversary. Maybe I could try to make some kind of tribute video or something. Just even talking about that now, I feel guilty for even talking about that now because now I've been taking everything that she believes in for the last 15 minutes and sit there and smashed it with all my George Carlin talk and, you know, it's like now I feel like I, can't even mention her at all. How many times has she watched a video on here and, thought to herself that she failed or something, because I believe something different or something. I mean, I'd hate to think that, because, I guess some people would argue that, would say, well, no, you've succeeded because he's thinking for himself. But at the same time, at what cost? Because will there be things that, we couldn't talk about because of that? Or maybe, unheld feelings of aggression? Because I don't want it to be that way. But at the same time, I don't know, I just worry. Here's another empty orange juice bottle in case you didn't believe me about the orange juice thing. Another empty milk jug in case you didn't believe me about the milk thing. There's still milk in there. And if you haven't noticed already, an empty Coke case, because of course there's that too. Anyway, I guess I need to turn this off because, yeah, I need to go ahead and edit this video, maybe practice some more of what I need to practice for tomorrow and the next week. So I don't want to do that because I'm going to have to unplug a whole bunch of stuff and I'll never know if I'll be able to plug it back in because it may not work. Am I done with this video or am I just still blabbing? I don't know. It seems like, is there anything else to talk about though? Seriously. I haven't been doing much. I've been going to the movies. I went bowling the other night. That was fun. I'm going to try to go on different nights of the week to figure out when there was no leagues or anything so I don't because when I went up there, I go up to the counter and he asked what size shoe do you wear, and I'm like 12, and I just got this feeling like he was mad when I said it because they were running out of size 12s. I could see in the back. Pretty much every other size shoe in there was totally stocked up until about 10 or 11. Then they just slowly started, the shelves would just get emptier and emptier. And when you got down to 12, there was just nothing there. So I got this feel, and I used to get those feelings too, when we were almost out of bacon or something, and someone would come up, 3 bacon, egg, and cheese, 3 bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh, that video is on my Facebook, by the way. Yeah. Facebook Timothy Bishop. Yeah. I don't know if my Facebook profile is public, but it's facebook.com/timothy.bishop2. Otherwise, you can just go to facebook.com/Nintendo Capri Sun. There's that too. But yeah, I think that video was posted on my timeline there last month. The one about 3 bacon, egg, and cheese that I was just imitating. But yeah, I would get mad when people come up and order bacon when we were almost out of it because it's why do they just so happen to all order the same thing? It's nothing's random. There's no randomness. Thanks Dario for that because damn, sure don't want to believe that's a coincidence. When you watch Taken and Liam Neeson makes that big speech, and no one in the theater is rooting for it to be an accident. No one in the theater is rooting for it to be a happy misunderstanding. They want it to be deliberate. They want him to be wronged so that he has a reason to get revenge. And that's what I'm thinking when those people come in there ordering bacon. That can't be an accident. That's no good. That's not helping me in any way if it's just an accident. Because it still affects me the same way as if it were deliberate. It affects me the same way as if it were deliberate. I can't stress that enough. It affects me the same way as if it were deliberate. You know, and people just can't do that. You can't just turn off how things affect you. You can't just be a robot and not have feelings. You know, and fuck this world because of that. Well, what can you do, though? Anyway, I can't think of a better point to end the video on because that is so fucking true, you have no idea. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.